So speaking of your career and how it can get hectic at times, how has fitness helped you in your career, if it has at all?
Well, it has with mainly giving me energy.
Okay.
Because retail, if you know retail,
Oh,
you
yeah.
said you worked in retail
Yeah.
for a little, you're on your feet the whole day for the most part. You're on your feet, it's fast paced. I move fast, I walk fast, I talk fast. So you really need energy. And as I'm getting older, I need that energy. So going to boot camp gives me that energy. It's helping me stay strong. And so I really do like that.
Welcome to Beyond the Scale, the show where everyday heroes share their stories on how they turn their lives around for the healthier. I'm Coach Brittany, and today's guest is Andora Bonilla from Foothill Ranch Fit Body Bootcamp. She explains why it's important to plan your life around your health and fitness. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome, Andora.
Thank you, Brittany.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Very excited to be here.
I'm excited to have you here. So I kind of want to talk to you, I want to talk to you a lot about your story, but I want to know, how important is health and fitness to you right now in your life?
It is very important, probably at the top of my list of priorities right now for me, and actually for the past 4 years almost it's been.
Okay. And now what is it that made it so important to you? What is it that is so inspiring for you to keep on your journey?
Well, for me, I was actually about to turn the big 50,
Okay.
and I really needed to make a lifestyle change. So for me, I was about to enter 50, and I'm like, I need to do something different. I was actually very inspired by one of my good friends, Sandy. So
Okay.
shout out to Sandy. I hadn't seen her in a while, and I saw her, and she had actually lost quite a bit of weight. And so I was like, what are you doing? And she said, well, I've been exercising and eating better. So I actually started working out with her at her church. And then I received an Amazon deal from Fit Body Bootcamp to try it out. So I said, why not? I haven't worked out in a while. I want to try something new. So I went to Fit Body Bootcamp in Foothill Ranch, Trainer Alley, and I fell in love with it. So I did the trial period. It was amazing. Everyone there is very nice. It's really a family. And after my trial, I signed on, and I've been going ever since, going on 4 years.
Dang, well, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Before 4 years ago, did you have any type of fitness in your life at all?
Actually, I hadn't really had any fitness in my adult life.
Okay.
So in high school, I was an athlete.
Okay.
Played soccer, ran track all 4 years. And as a young adult, I did play soccer for a short time, but after that, no real physical activity. So I really had not been active from probably my mid-20s leading into 50. I had not been active at all.
So from 20 to 50, what was your life like not having fitness in it?
Just being, not having a lot of energy.
Okay.
Again, not really totally feeling good about how I looked as far as just my body image, feeling fit, feeling healthy. Again, just plugging along, because life goes on. You just keep plugging along, but not really in a place where I wanted to be.
Okay. And now, would you say that had any effects on your family life, your work life?
Well, work life, yes, a little, because for me, I'm in retail. It's a very fast-paced industry.
Definitely.
You need a lot of energy. So again, feeling sluggish, always tired. It did have an impact.
Got it. Now, I know for me, I used to work retail as well, and it's always like having those night shifts, morning shifts, switching on and off. So was it hard for you to even, try to incorporate fitness or health, or did you have any inspiration in that aspect?
See, initially I didn't, and that was part of my excuse, is because when my schedule changes all the time and I don't have time to do it because I have to work early some days, I have to work late, I can't really squeeze in going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym like after work because I'm all made up and all of that. So excuses was really stopping me from being active initially.
So being in retail, as you mentioned, you come up with excuses, number of excuses not to work out. When was it that you decided to make a choice that fitness was more important than your career?
For me, as I said, about to turn 50, I just really it was, I guess, self-reflection when you decide I needed to do something. So since I started going to Fit Body Bootcamp, during the trial, and I really enjoyed it, I said, this needs to be a priority in my life now. And I've always heard people say that, fitness, it needs to be like brushing your teeth. You need to incorporate it into your life. You need to plan things around it. So it's really having that mindset. And it's something that only you can do for yourself. So no one can really do it for you. It's that aha moment, as we call it. A lot of times in retail, you have to have that aha moment. And I had that aha moment that, you know what, I'm liking this. I'm liking how I'm feeling. Initially, I dropped 20 pounds when I first started going to boot camp. And so you get motivated by that and inspired. And so I said, this needs to be a part of my life. So working in retail with my schedule, I'm the general manager, so I make the schedule. I make sure that I make my schedule so that I can attend boot camps. So that way there's no excuses. So I know the days that I'm going to boot camp based on my work schedule. And if an appointment comes up or someone needs me to do something, I always work it around my boot camp schedule because I want to be sure I go regularly.
Yeah, speaking of that, I love that you mentioned that working your schedule around your fitness rather than the opposite way, because I think a lot of people do it the opposite way, and that's why, we don't see results. So what advice do you have to someone at home that may be currently trying to fit fitness into their schedule, and how can they start working their life around fitness?
I think based on what schedule they work, retail, if you're in retail, there's lots of flexibility. So retail, there's flexibility so you can work it in. It won't be a set workout day routine, but you can still work it in. If you have a set schedule, I think it's really easy because you just have to pick those days. I also highlight on my calendar at home, like the days that I go, and that's a motivation for me. I keep track, and if I see that maybe I've fallen off a little, I'm like, oh no, I need to go more days, I'm not hitting my goal. So really holding yourself accountable, but setting a schedule, and whether you're a person that you put it in your phone or you put it on a calendar on the fridge, but having that accountability is huge.
Okay, so do you find that there's power in either writing it down, putting it somewhere physically that you can see?
Absolutely. I've been tracking for the past 3+ years, and I can flip back right now to see how consistent I've been. And it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. It really does.
That's true, actually, because you know what? In the past, like writing things down and looking, maybe I feel like I didn't work out that much. I'm like, wait a second. Yes, I did.
Exactly.
And then it keeps you going. So I love that.
Exactly.
So how does FitBody allow you to keep fitness in your life, even with your busy schedule?
Well, FitBody, my boot camp in Foothill Ranch is amazing. Everyone there is awesome. The trainers, Ivana, love her, Osmar and Charles, they're really good, and we really are a family. And we also, at our FitBody boot camp, participate in Spartan races and Epic Series races, and we actually train for that. So again, that keeps me motivated now. I competed in my first Spartan race ever at 53.
Ooh,
and
congrats.
Thank you. And I also just did an Epic Series race with both my daughters. I got them to join.
Nice.
And that is something to kind of look forward to. So now you're kind of training for something. And for me, as I said earlier, I was an athlete in high school. So now I kind of feel like I'm an athlete again, competing. And it's such a positive environment. So it's something to look forward to.
Got it. Now, would you have ever in the past imagined yourself doing a Spartan or Epic race?
Absolutely not. Not at all. So that's why it's huge. And again, just very inspiring. The environment at those races, just the whole health, I don't want to say industry, but just the health environment, like everyone that's just fit, and it's all different people, all different ages, sizes, people just being active, healthy, happy. It's a very positive environment that you're like, I want to do this again. And that's kind of where I am right now, is that I'm looking forward to doing my next Spartan race, looking forward to doing another Epic race, getting more medals to have for encouragement. Yes.
I love that. And I love that how you mentioned you brought your daughters into it with you so they can experience that. And it's bonding time, it's fun, and you guys all accomplish it together.
Exactly.
Speaking of your daughters, are they into fitness as well?
Yes, both my daughters actually are into fitness. My older daughter, Asia, she goes to college in New York at Fordham University, and she trains at Alvin Ailey. She is going to be a professional dancer when she graduates, and so she's very fit. She dances about 8 hours a day. So she's very active. She goes with me to boot camp when she's home for the summer or the holiday break. So that's amazing. And then my younger daughter, India, she plays basketball.
Okay.
And she played soccer growing up. So she's also very athletic too.
Got it. So, it sounds like your whole family is into fitness now, which is great. And honestly, you keep mentioning that you're 50, but you look great for being 50. I wouldn't have even guessed. So looking back at your fitness journey, What are your thoughts on how far you've come so far? Like, what is your mindset around that?
I just want to continue to live a healthy lifestyle. And also, I didn't mention my husband, actually. He wanted to do the epic race with us, but he had just recently had surgery. So
Okay.
he's already ready to sign up for the next one also. So again, how you mentioned before, it is the whole family. Everyone really wants to participate. But right now, I just want to continue to stay healthy, make good choices, compete in more races, and keep fitness as a part of my life, because it really does make me feel good. It brings me a lot of energy, and it's very positive influence in my life.
Yeah, I love that. Now, before your fitness journey and before getting fit and healthy, did you have any issues when it comes to body image or confidence or anything?
Well, yes, I did, because body image, I think a lot of females in general, with all the celebrities and so forth, we all are always questioning ourselves on how we look. And for me, I've always wanted to be, you want to be that high school size, which, is sometimes not obtainable. So for me, I've always felt that I wanted to be smaller. So when I first went to boot camp and dropped the 20 pounds, I was totally excited. I would still like to lose a few more pounds, but putting that aside, I still feel fit and the strongest I've ever been in my life. So that is what's keeping me going right now.
I love that. Now, is there anything that you dealt with before getting fit and healthy, any problems or issues that you now don't have to deal with anymore now that you are consistently working out and eating better?
Well, it's just more positive self-image.
Okay.
I mean, I feel good. I get lots of compliments.
Okay.
When I have on skirts or shorts, they'll be like, whoa, look at those legs, because obviously they're more fit because I'm running, I'm training. So
Right.
it makes a difference. So that is like positive reinforcement. So that keeps me motivated and feeling that, okay, I know I want to shed a few more pounds, but you know what? I don't look that bad, actually.
Yeah.
So that's very positive.
Okay. And now, do you ever struggle with staying on track with your fitness?
Just sometimes when work gets a little hectic for me, because
Okay.
being in retail, being a general manager, it has its moments. It gets a little hectic, and work takes up more of my time, so that I may get a little off track. But for the most part, I've been pretty consistent with going. Just last week, I was out of town with my daughter at San Diego University doing a digital academy, and I got up and went to the gym every day. So I didn't get to go to my boot camp, but I worked out. So that's where I say that making fitness a part of your life, that even though I wasn't at home able to do Fit Body, I still made sure I brought my workout clothes with me, and I got up and worked out every day.
I mean, yeah, you definitely are instilled it into your lifestyle, which is awesome. And I love that, you're staying so consistent with it. I think you're such a positive role model to your daughters at the end of the day.
Yes.
So speaking of your career and how it can get hectic at times, how has fitness helped you in your career, if it has at all?
Well, it has, with mainly giving me energy.
Okay.
Because retail, if you know retail, you
yeah.
said you worked in retail
Yeah.
for a little, you're on your feet the whole day for the most part. You're on your feet, it's fast paced, I move fast, I walk fast, I talk fast, so you really need energy. And as I'm getting older, I need that energy. So going to boot camp gives me that energy, it's helping me stay strong, and so I really do like that.
Got it. Now, I mean, I know a lot of people out there, including myself in the past, I used to think like, I'm too tired to go to the gym. I don't have energy to go to the gym. But like you mentioned, it gives you energy when you go to the gym. So do you ever feel like you're just completely drained after those, hectic days at work, and that you have to drag yourself to the gym? And if you do, how do you feel after you work out?
Well, working out, you always have a boost. When you first are going, it's always like, oh, well, for me, sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, I have to get up and go. But afterwards, I always feel energized. Now, for me, I actually go to the gym in the morning. So I am a morning person. I go in the morning to my session, because that just works out better for me, because I get up, put on my workout clothes, and just go and sweat it all out. And then I go home, get ready for work. For me, I don't go after work, because I have long days some days, and I don't want to go after work. But in the morning when I go, it helps me start my day off right.
But I think that's a perfect example of, like you said, you work your schedule around fitness. So making sure you get that fitness in, so that way you can accomplish your day. And if you already know nights don't work for you, then they don't work for you.
Exactly. And working out really does give you energy. I know people always say, I don't know if that's true. It really does, because you just feel good afterwards, always. I always feel great after I work out.
Yeah, me too. Like, I'll be dreading it, drag myself there, and I'm like, this feels amazing.
Exactly.
Get those endorphins going.
Exactly.
Now, okay, so it sounds like you definitely have your fitness on track. Now, when it comes to food, what type of changes did you make 4 years ago when you started your fitness journey around food?
Well, food, really keeping track of what I eat. I do use an app. It's called Lose It.
Okay.
It kind of helps you track your calories. For me, my biggest challenge and something I'm still actually working with is I tend to eat out a lot. Because being in retail, working a rotating schedule, I don't necessarily cook and prepare a lot of meals at home. And that's actually my goal and challenge going forward, is to start preparing more meals, bringing my lunch more. I tend to eat out at lunch. And even though I try to eat, small portions and salads, etc., eating out, the food's richer. And so you really have to be cautious with eating out, because the food, it really is, I want to try to start preparing meals at home, more healthier meals.
Got it. Now, when you do eat out, do you have any rules or anything that you have in place, deciding what you're going to eat off the menu?
Well, exactly. For me, I'm not a soda drinker, so
Okay.
I don't drink sodas. I do like iced tea, though, but I try sodas are a big no-no, and then I'm not a big sweets person. So that's something that I've eliminated. I mean, obviously for a special occasion, yes, I will have that piece of cake or something, but for the most part, those are two things that I've cut out quite some time ago. So sugar, soda, I don't really eat at all.
Okay. And what type of changes did you see once you did decide to cut those out?
Well, I saw that I'm able to keep the weight off, for one, and then, let me see, mainly just keep the weight off, and I don't really crave those things, and I just know that those are big no-nos, so I just try to stay away from those. And then the other big thing for me, drinking more water.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw that in. I just thought about that right now, but drinking more water, because for me, I did not used to drink that much water, but now drinking more water is definitely something that I've increased. Because obviously when I work out, I guzzle water, but then after that, throughout the day, trying to get in my 8 glasses a day has been something that I've been focused on also.
Okay.
And then that also helps with your skin too.
Yeah, get that nice glow going on, huh? And now you talked about your goals moving forward is to start, preparing more meals, meal
Yes.
prepping, things like that.
Yes.
So what are you going to try to do in order to make sure that those goals happen for you? Like, what are some action steps that you're doing?
Well, action steps for me is, first of all, looking up some recipes. Allie, our owner at our boot camp, she always sends out great recipes to try. So for me, it's now just making that a priority and making the time to do that. So on my off days, I know people have recommended that when you're off, prep your meals for the whole week. So that's something that I want to try to start doing. So I haven't implemented that yet, but I want to start doing that, making that a priority. And really, as the Nike saying goes, just do it.
Just do it. I love that.
Just do it.
No, that's great. I mean, it's definitely taking, the different steps to get to your journey. So
Yes.
the fact that you're not doing it yet, but you have plans to do it, that's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
And I love that. So I want to ask you, Andora, what does living beyond the scale mean to you?
Well, living beyond the scale to me, Brittany, means living a healthier lifestyle, making better choices, and really being the best version of me that I can be at this point in my life. And that's really what I'm striving to do. And so that's what living beyond the scale means to me. It's not all about a number on a scale. It's more about how you feel, your energy levels, and the example that you're setting for others.
Yeah, I love that. Now, one last question for
Okay.
you. I want to know, what is the least favorite workout that you had when you first started going to boot camp?
Bear crawls were my least favorite initially.
Okay.
And then I even asked the trainers, I said, okay, the bear crawl, what exactly is that working? And then when I was told that it pretty much works everything, and then when I saw the results, mainly in my arms, from the bear crawl, now I actually enjoy the bear crawl. I don't mind the bear crawl at all. I would say it's probably maybe the pandas.
The pandas?
The pandas right now, yes.
Okay, got it. But I'm sure your mindset's going to change around that once you master that.
Exactly, exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely. If you guys want to join Andora and work out at the Foothill Ranch Fit Body Bootcamp, or if you just want to find a location near you to claim your 3 free workouts, make sure you check out fitbodybootcamp.com. Until next time.
Did you know that you could have done a full workout in the amount of time it took you to listen to this podcast? Go to fitbodybootcamp.com to claim your 3 free sessions now. And remember to join me next Tuesday so you can see who our special guest is. Until then, remember to live a fit body, fit mind forever.